In the bustling world we inhabit, filled with constant noise and endless distractions, the Stoic philosophy offers a unique perspective on the power of isolation. This ancient wisdom, rooted in reason and virtue, teaches us that true strength and clarity can be found within ourselves, often through solitude. Here are 10 Stoic principles that elucidate why isolation can be a source of immense power. Principle 1. Self-sufficiency. Isolation cultivates self-sufficiency, a core Stoic virtue. By spending time alone, we learn to rely on our inner resources rather than external validations. In solitude, we are free from the influence of others and can truly understand our thoughts, desires, and fears. This self-reliance fosters independence and resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with confidence. The Stoics believed that wisdom comes from within, and through isolation, we can access our inner wisdom without the noise of the outside world. This self-sufficiency empowers us to face adversity with a calm and rational mind. In a world that constantly seeks external approval and validation, the ability to draw strength from within becomes a powerful asset. It shields us from the fickle nature of external praise and criticism, making us less susceptible to the highs and lows that come from depending on others for our sense of self-worth. This internal stability, cultivated in solitude, becomes the bedrock of a resilient and unshakable character. Furthermore, self-sufficiency does not mean isolation from society. Rather, it means entering social interactions from a position of strength and independence, contributing meaningfully without becoming overly reliant on others for emotional or intellectual sustenance. Principle 2. Clarity of thought. Isolation provides the space for clarity of thought. In the quiet of solitude, our minds are free to wander and reflect without interruption. This reflection is crucial for self-awareness and personal growth. The Stoics emphasized the importance of understanding our emotions and thoughts to achieve inner peace. By distancing ourselves from the chaos of daily life, we can analyze our experiences, learn from our mistakes, and make better decisions. Clarity of thought is the foundation of a rational and virtuous life, and isolation is the environment that nurtures this clarity. When we are constantly surrounded by noise and distractions, our ability to think deeply and critically is compromised. Solitude offers a reprieve from these distractions, allowing our minds to engage in uninterrupted contemplation. This period of reflection enables us to untangle the complexities of our thoughts and emotions, leading to greater self-understanding. As we become more attuned to our inner workings, we can identify patterns in our behavior, understand the root causes of our emotions, and develop strategies to navigate our lives more effectively. This mental clarity not only enhances our personal growth, but also improves our interactions with others, as we become more mindful and deliberate in our actions and decisions. Principle 3. Inner peace. Isolation is a sanctuary for inner peace. The Stoics taught that tranquility comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. In solitude, we can detach from the stresses and distractions of the world and find a sense of calm and serenity. This inner peace is not a passive state, but an active practice of cultivating a balanced and harmonious mind. Through meditation and introspection, we can quiet the turmoil of our thoughts and emotions, achieving a state of equanimity. This peace allows us to face life's challenges with grace and composure. In the absence of external stimuli, our minds are free to settle into a state of tranquility. This inner peace, nurtured in solitude, becomes a refuge that we can carry with us even in the midst of chaos. It enables us to approach life's challenges with a calm and centered mind, making us less reactive and more deliberate in our responses. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, and this inner peace is a testament to that belief. By cultivating this peace in isolation, we become less dependent on external circumstances for our happiness and well-being, allowing us to maintain our composure and clarity even in the face of adversity. Principle 4. Self-discipline. Isolation strengthens self-discipline, a key Stoic virtue. In solitude, we have the opportunity to practice self-control and regulate our actions and reactions. Without the immediate influence of others, we can set our own standards and hold ourselves accountable. This self-discipline is essential for personal development and achieving our goals. The Stoics believed that a disciplined mind is a free mind, capable of making rational choices and resisting destructive impulses. Isolation provides the perfect setting to cultivate and reinforce this discipline, leading to a more purposeful and virtuous life. In the quiet of solitude, we are free to set our own pace and establish routines that support our personal growth. This self-discipline extends beyond mere willpower. It involves creating an environment that fosters good habits and minimizes temptations. By deliberately choosing how we spend our time and energy, we develop a greater sense of control over our lives. This disciplined approach, cultivated in isolation, becomes a powerful tool for achieving our goals and living in accordance with our values. It empowers us to resist the pull of instant gratification and focus on long-term success and fulfillment. Principle 5. Reflection and growth. Isolation encourages reflection and growth. In the absence of external distractions, we can take a deep dive into our inner world and explore our true selves. This self-exploration is vital for personal growth and self-improvement. By reflecting on our experiences, values, and beliefs, we can identify areas for growth and work towards becoming our best selves. The Stoics valued continuous self-improvement and believed that true wisdom comes from self-reflection. Isolation offers the time and space needed for this deep reflection, enabling us to grow and evolve. This period of introspection allows us to examine our lives with a critical and compassionate eye, identifying patterns and behaviors that no longer serve us. It provides the opportunity to let go of old habits and beliefs that hinder our growth and to cultivate new ones that support our journey towards self-actualization. This process of self-discovery, nurtured in isolation, leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. It enables us to live more authentically and in alignment with our true values, fostering a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Principle 6. Emotional resilience. Isolation builds emotional resilience. In solitude, we are forced to confront our emotions and learn to manage them without relying on external support. This process strengthens our emotional fortitude and equips us to handle life's ups and downs with greater ease. The Stoics taught that we should not be controlled by our emotions, but rather understand and master them. Isolation provides the opportunity to practice this emotional regulation, leading to greater resilience and stability. By facing our emotions head-on, we become more adaptable and capable of maintaining our inner peace amidst external chaos. In the quiet of solitude, we can examine our emotional responses and develop strategies for managing them more effectively. This practice of emotional regulation not only enhances our resilience, but also improves our relationships with others, as we become less reactive and more compassionate in our interactions. By cultivating this emotional resilience in isolation, we become better equipped to navigate the challenges of life with grace and composure, maintaining our inner equilibrium even in the face of adversity. Principle 7. Focus on what matters. Isolation allows us to focus on what truly matters. In the silence of solitude, we can strip away the superficial and concentrate on our core values and priorities. This focus helps us align our actions with our principles and live a more meaningful life. The Stoics believed that a life of virtue is a life well lived, and isolation provides the clarity needed to identify and pursue our virtuous goals. By eliminating distractions, we can dedicate our time and energy to what is truly important, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. In a world filled with constant demands for our attention, solitude offers a sanctuary where we can reconnect with our true selves and our deepest aspirations. This focused attention allows us to prioritize our goals and make deliberate choices that reflect our values and principles. It empowers us to live with greater intention and purpose, aligning our actions with our true desires and aspirations. This clarity and focus, nurtured in isolation, become a guiding force in our lives, enabling us to navigate our path with confidence and conviction. Principle 8. Detachment from external validation. Isolation fosters detachment from external validation. In solitude, we are not subject to the opinions and judgments of others, allowing us to develop a stronger sense of self-worth and confidence. The Stoics taught that our value comes from our inner virtues, not from external approval. By spending time alone, we can cultivate this inner sense of worth and become less dependent on the recognition and praise of others. This detachment empowers us to live authentically and make choices that align with our true selves, rather than seeking validation from the outside world. In the quiet of solitude, we can examine our motivations and develop a deeper understanding of our true values and desires. This self-awareness enables us to make choices that reflect our true selves, rather than conforming to societal expectations or seeking approval from others. This detachment from external validation not only enhances our self-worth, but also empowers us to live with greater authenticity and integrity. By cultivating this inner sense of worth in isolation, we become less susceptible to the influence of others and more confident in our ability to navigate our path with confidence and conviction. Principle 9. Understanding the nature of control. Isolation helps us understand the nature of control. The Stoics emphasized the importance of recognizing what is within our control and what is not. In solitude, we can reflect on this principle and learn to accept the things we cannot change. This acceptance leads to greater peace and reduces unnecessary suffering. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, we can lead a more empowered and intentional life. Isolation provides the space to practice this Stoic principle, allowing us to let go of what is beyond our control and concentrate on what we can influence. In the quiet of solitude, we can examine our lives with a critical and compassionate eye, identifying areas where we can exert control and areas where we must relinquish control. This practice of acceptance not only enhances our resilience, but also empowers us to navigate our path with greater ease and grace. By cultivating this understanding of control in isolation, we become more adaptable and capable of maintaining our inner peace amidst external chaos. Principle 10. Connection to the universal. Isolation connects us to the universal. In solitude, we can step back from the particulars of our daily lives and contemplate the broader aspects of existence. This connection to the universal is a core Stoic teaching, reminding us that we are part of a larger whole. By reflecting on our place in the universe, we can gain perspective and find meaning beyond our individual concerns. This sense of connectedness fosters a sense of humility and gratitude, enriching our lives with a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness with all of existence. In the quiet of solitude, we can contemplate the vastness of the universe and our place within it. This reflection not only enhances our sense of purpose and meaning, but also fosters a sense of humility and gratitude for the interconnectedness of all things. By cultivating this sense of connection in isolation, we become more aware of our impact on the world and more mindful of our actions. This awareness, nurtured in solitude, becomes a guiding force in our lives, enabling us to live with greater intention and purpose. In conclusion, isolation is not merely a state of being alone, but a powerful practice that can enhance our inner strength, clarity, and virtue. By embracing solitude, we can cultivate the Stoic virtues of self-sufficiency, clarity of thought, inner peace, self-discipline, reflection and growth, emotional resilience, focus, detachment, control, and universal connection. These principles guide us towards a more empowered, intentional, and fulfilling life.